Hi everyone. I have come to stir the pot a bit today, and I don't know why I feel compelled to do so because many months ago when I said that I didn't think Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a very good role model, I felt a little hate in return. I want to just kind of pose a question today, and I suspect people will have different answers and different reasons for their answers. And I just want to share with you kind of the conclusion that I've come to myself personally. So the controversial topic for today is feminism. Feminism. You know, I grew up basically in the 70s and 80s, and my role models, I guess you would say, that I got from television were people like Mary Tyler Moore, Rhoda. If you're young, you have no idea what I'm talking about, I know. I loved the girls on Eight is Enough and all of the things that they would go through in life, the little dramas. As a teen, I remember really looking up to and enjoying watching Cagney and Lacey. And what did all of these shows or these women have in common? It was the agenda, I would say, of feminism. A woman can do everything that a man can do, maybe even better. Women are strong. They should have rights. Now, I totally agree that, giving women the right to vote was a good thing. Giving women equal pay for equal performance at work, those are good things. I don't think those should depend upon what sex you are or what gender you are. I think that there are certain human rights that all of us, all humans, should have. Now, in the theology of the body, which was taken from a series of talks that John Paul II gave during the 80s, on his understanding, his pretty impressive understanding of God's plan for marriage and family and love and chastity and vocation, all that kind of stuff, we learn that men and women have equal dignity and equal value, and that we were created to complement each other. And they do stress that when we say they're made to complement each other, it does not mean that one is not fully human or fully themselves without the opposite sex, but just that our roles are a little different. And I got to thinking about, in my younger life, particularly in my late teens and on through my 20s, maybe even into my early 30s, I felt compelled to prove that I was strong, that I could, do anything, that I was every bit as good as my husband or, men and other women in general. And so I felt like I was really fighting for my place. And I wonder now, looking back, if that feeling or the need to do that was shaped by, who I looked up to on television and the things that were going on in society and politics in the 70s and 80s. I guess one of the good things about me being middle-aged now is that you finally get comfortable in your skin. And I don't mean that you like that what's happening to your skin as it's drooping and wrinkling and all discoloring, all the nasty stuff. But being comfortable and okay with who you are and feeling that you don't have to prove anything to anybody anymore. So I have been blessed to be a teacher. And one of the awesome things, as you know, about teaching is summer vacation. Nowhere else in the workplace can you get a week at Thanksgiving and 2 at Christmas and another at Mardi Gras and another at Easter and then get 8 weeks during the summer. That is such a blessing. Anyhow, I have always felt that if I had to work, and I did, that it was a blessing to be able to be home when my kids were home. But I'll tell you, during those summer months, I always felt like I was such a better mom and a better wife. I felt like, and I didn't feel this, I mean, it was a reality that my house ran better. Everybody was less stressed. Things were cleaner. Laundry wasn't draped all over the sofa. Dinner was on the table for us all to sit around and talk about our day. I really sense that when one of the parents can be home, that it makes life better in general. I can't speak for everyone. It makes life better in general for the whole family. And I have to wonder, in this fight that women have had to prove that they are equal in value, that they are every bit as good as, has it really turned out better for us? Well, yeah, and in some ways, yes. But we're more stressed. Our life expectancy has been cut like males because we are now experiencing the workloads and the stress that the men have been going through. Was it worth it? Is it worth it? Does God have a better plan? I know another big thing that plays into this both husband and wife working thing is the way that our society has been set up. And now there are very few families who can afford for one of the spouses to stay home. And that's really sad. I wonder if I had to do it all over again. I see some of these young families at church who are going back to doing things the traditional way. The mom is staying home. She's homeschooling the kids, and they have several kids, and they don't seem to be afraid of lacking anything. And maybe it's their tremendous faith. Maybe if we trusted more in divine providence, if we lived a more simple, humble life, maybe God would provide. Maybe one spouse could afford to stay home. I'm just saying, just asking the questions, After all of this fighting for rights to be equal to men, when we were already equal in dignity and value, has it been worth it? Are we better off? It's the question.